Hello guys and welcome back to Isin OK. Well, today I'm going to show you the top 10 best free PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games that you can play in 2023. The list is based on my own experience. I have carefully curated this list to include a variety of genres, ensuring there's something for everyone. If you have different experiences, you can share them in the comment below, and I'll make them into the video. So let's dive into the exciting world of free PlayStation games. Rogue Company. Rogue Company is a free-to-play multiplayer third-person shooter developed by First Watch Games and distributed by Hi-Res Studios. In Rogue Company, you take control of a rogue and engage in objective-based game modes across various maps. The game is described as vigilante force, going where governments cannot to do what needs to be done. It's an action-packed game that has attracted over 20 million players. The game runs on Unreal Engine 4 and is available on multiple platforms, including PlayStation and Steam. Squad Blast. Squad Blast is a free-to-play multiplayer run-and-gun shooter developed by Ultra Horse. In Squad Blast, every bullet matters. You can compete in teams of up to 5 vs 5. The game is essentially a multiplayer FPS hidden inside a side-scrolling design with colorful graphics and intense action throughout. It's meticulously balanced for fairness and incredibly easy to pick up and play. The game offers deep class-based combat. You can choose from a roster of heroes, each with their own abilities to turn the tide of battle in your team's favor. You'll need to adapt the first line of attack to claim victory in a variety of modes. NARAKA BLADEPOINT. NARAKA BLADEPOINT is a free-to-play action battle royale game developed by 24 Entertainment and published by NetEase Game Montreal. The game incorporates martial arts-inspired melee combat and features a rock, paper, scissors combat system. You can get battle royale experience unlike any other. You'll join dynamic, fast-paced, and ever-shifting melee-focused combat. Battle your enemies with punishing combos, parries, and give or outsmart them using level counters in an intense mind game. There are vast arsenals of melee and ranged weapons to choose from, as well as a grappling hook that can be used for both combat and traversal.
True warrior knows patience. I'm ready to be unleashed.
Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is the latest chapter in the Phantasy Star Online 2 series. It was developed by Sega Online R&D and published by Sega. This adventure takes place on a vast open field. Up to 32 people can enjoy the adventure in a new world with beautiful evolved graphics. The game system and graphics engine were completely overhauled and exploration changed from hub-based to true open world. It also features a new story and cast of characters set over 1,000 years after the events of PSO2. The game includes a variety of gameplay elements such as quests, combat, and enemies. Omega Strikers. Omega Strikers is a free-to-play action sport video game developed and published by Odyssey Interactive. In Omega Strikers, players compete in a short 3-on-3 online multiplayer matches. The objective is to score more goals than the opposing team. Players control characters with special abilities and attacks, and attempt to knock opponents off the arena to score goals. The game is described as a lightning-fast 3 vs 3 foot brawler. You can sling slimes, toss tofu, and rocket boost to victory. The game features a growing cast of colorful strikers. You can squad up with friends and choose from these strikers to play the game. Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail is a free-to-play role-playing gacha video game developed by miHoYo. The game is set in a science fantasy universe where human and non-human sentient beings follow the path of deity-like beings known as Aeons. Those who follow paths are known as Pathstriders. The game features the main characters known as Trailblazer in English but with different names in other language, traveling across the world resolving disaster caused by the Stellaron. Honkai Star Rail follows the gameplay style of classic Japanese role-playing games. Players build up in a lineup of characters and control a team of 4 in turn-based combat. Elements of open world and dungeon exploration are present, with multiple mechanics including the gacha system carried over from Hoyo vs. previous action RPG Genshin Impact.
Evildoer.
Cactus Cowboy Plants at War. Cactus Cowboy Plants at War is a free-to-play virtual reality tower defense game developed by Cactus VR Studios. In the game, you are deployed into battle when a bug army attacks Cacti Island. Together with your comrade Emilio, you fight many battles in the trenches, cities, and wood of Cacti Island, unraveling the story behind the backstabbing attack of the bug army. While on your adventure, you make new friends, learn new skills, and survive the relentless attacks of the bug. This World War II time VR story shooter brings your weapon combat skills to a new level while taking you on marvelous adventure through the Cactus Cowboy world. The game supports bHaptics as well as ProTube natively. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt is a free-to-play battle royale game developed and published by Swedish developer Sharkmob. It is based on the tabletop role-playing game Vampire the Masquerade, and it's part of the large War of Darkness series. Players take the role of vampires who try to survive the Second War, battling both each other and an entity who tries to exterminate vampires. They can choose to fight on their own or in a team, and use ranged weapons, melee weapons, and vampiric powers. Players also need to conceal their identities as vampires from humans, a practice called the Masquerade. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is a free-to-play digital card game developed by Konami. It is the definitive edition of the competitive card game that has been evolving for over 20 years. In this game, you can play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game digitally anywhere. It features fast-paced duel with stunning HD graphics and a new dynamic soundtrack. The game supports both cross-platform play and progression, allowing players to battle duelists around the world. It includes a solo mode with a tutorial and duel strategy, and there are a variety of different festivals and events for everyone to enjoy. Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 is a free-to-play battle royale video game developed by Infinity Ward and Raven Software. It is a sequel to 2020's Call of Duty Warzone. In Warzone 2.0, players parachute onto a large game map where they encounter and eliminate other players to be the last players remaining. As the game progresses and players are eliminated, the playable area shrinks, forcing the remaining players into tighter spaces. A new feature in Warzone 2.0, Circle Collapse, allows multiple circles to spawn within the map, which close independently of one another before converging into one single safe zone. Like the first Warzone, upon death, players are sent to the Gulag, a small-sized arena where killed players battle one another for a chance at respawning into the map. In Warzone 2.0, Gulag matches were initially introduced in 2 vs 2 format and include an artificial intelligent combat called the Jailer, whom players can hunt down to acquire a key and escape, in addition to the traditional method of winning Gulag matches. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I need your support to make this channel grow. Please give a like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. I hope it's able to help you find some interesting and great games. Don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel. See you!